Not all ultra-processed foods are created equal. The classification of ultra-processed foods encompasses a variety of foods that may impact health very differently, which is further supported by this recent study. The researchers followed nearly 174,000 adults in the UK for about 9 years and assessed how their dietary intake may have impacted the risk of liver-related outcomes. They found that those consuming the most ultra-processed foods had a 43% higher risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, an 18% higher risk of liver fibrosis or cirrhosis, and a 50% higher risk of severe liver diseases, which include liver failure, cancers, and more. However, there was not a statistically significant finding for liver cancer specifically. However, I think the most interesting findings were with regard to the types of ultra-processed foods that were associated with risk. Ultra-processed drinks, which include soft drinks, were associated with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, fibrosis or cirrhosis, and severe liver disease. The category encompassing ready-to-eat meals, pizzas, and soups were associated with severe liver disease, while processed meat was associated with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And the category of other foods, which encompass foods that didn't fit into any of the other categories, was also associated with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. None of the other categories, including cereals and breads, were significantly associated with any of the outcomes, further highlighting that just because a food is ultra-processed does not necessarily mean it's unhealthy. And while this study was specifically looking at liver outcomes, we have similar research on type 2 diabetes and total mortality, in which it looks like processed meat and sugary beverages are amongst the main culprits, while breakfast cereals may even be protective despite being ultra-processed.